Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to episode number 4 of the Duel. Okay, so in this episode, I hate to tell you guys, but it's all coming to an end. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is the preface, the song is over, and the actual show is about to start. And because the actual show of the Duel is about to start, I think it's time for me to actually tell you guys what's going to happen at the Duel, what you can expect. But before I can tell you exactly what we're gonna do, I would want to share with you guys how it all came about, how this idea was just forming in my mind, and I decided to start the show, The Duel. I hope you guys can keep up. The whole Duel, we're gonna go deeper into every single thing that I just mentioned here, because each little thing that I mentioned right now, we can make a whole video about it. We can actually go really deep and really have a full conversation about each little topic, okay? But just being vague, so the Duel, I want you guys to keep up if you can. I might lose some of you here, and that's fine. The Duel was formed because the way I see the world now is I feel like every day we're fighting a battle, a mental duel in our minds between our good voice and our bad voice. Our good voice is that good voice that's always trying to motivate us, trying to push us forward, trying to have bigger dreams, bigger goals, the one that's always being positive and joyful and patient, all the good things, right? And then we have that negative voice in our head that's always saying, you're not good enough, you still need more time, you still need more money, you suck at public speaking. It brings all these fears and negative thoughts that keep us from moving forward, from actually trying to chase our goals and actually chasing our dreams, and that just keep us stuck, right? So I find it very interesting that every single day, every single moment, if you're very self-aware with what's going on in your mind, there's actually always two voices going on. And sadly, most of the times, the negative voice is the one that's winning. And that's why it's very hard for us to reach our goals. It's very hard for us to put ourselves in uncomfortable positions, and feel vulnerable and put ourselves out there to improve, because we listen more into that negative voice. But with that being said, that's why the show, The Duel, started. But I want to be honest with you guys and fully transparent. That's what intrigued me into finding out more information about how our minds work, to find out how our bodies work. And that's where I realized how messed up I was. That's how I realized that I had to stop playing the victim and always blaming external events like my current circumstance, because that person didn't do this, because that person did that, because I don't have enough money, because I don't have enough time, I can't do this, I can't do that. But that was just me playing victim. That was me listening to that negative voice in my mind. And that was keeping me back from actually chasing my dreams, actually chasing what I wanted to do, right? So it's like, what kind of dreams do you have, Ernesto? Well, I think I'm pretty lucky because I already run my own business and I actually enjoy what I'm doing. That's a whole different story that I can explain how I got into logistics, because it's a very interesting story. While I was finding out more information about how my mind works, how my body works, I realized it has a lot to do with logistics and supply chain as well. We own our own trucks, so we have a trucking department. We do, because we are a logistics company. And it was interesting because I started seeing my body as a semi-truck. Our semi-trucks, or any truck, or any vehicle, your car, your truck, it's only gonna work if you take care of it, right? It's only gonna work if you put fuel in it. It's only gonna work if you keep changing the oil. It's only gonna work if you keep changing the coolant, if you put grease, and there's a bunch of different components that go together for it to work. Your car, the semi-trucks, they have a CPU system, the computer. Without the computer, it won't work, right? You have to take it to the mechanic when it breaks down. You have to keep giving it maintenance. If not, it's gonna rot, it's gonna be junk, right? And that was the analogy I started using with my own body. It's like, I'm spending all this time taking care of our semi trucks, taking care of our equipment for it to be running well, but I'm not taking care of my own body. I'm not worried about what kind of fuel I'm putting in my body. I'm not worried about what kind of information I'm reading, what kind of people I'm hanging out with, what's my environment, what am I doing every single day to improve my body so it could be in the proper condition, so I can grow more, so I can give better service to my customers, so I could be a better partner, so I could be a better father, so I could be a better son, just all overall, so I could have a better life. I wasn't focusing on taking care of my own body. I was taking care of equipment, but I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't taking care of my mind. I gained weight up to 245 pounds. I had never been that heavy. I grew up playing soccer. I was a chubby kid when I grew up, elementary. I started losing weight in 7th grade because a coach that I had back then told me, Ernesto, if you want to play more, you have to realize that you're fat. He told me straight up like that, Ernesto, you're fat. You want to play more, you have to lose weight. What did I do that night? And there's a very close friend that knows this story because he was there that night. What did I do that same day when he told me that? I went home and I ate. I just stuffed my face with food, and I told him, like, the hell with that guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But the next day I woke up and I got myself on a diet. I stopped drinking Coke. I started drinking water. I started eating less carbs. And when I was in middle school, that's when I started learning about macros, protein, carbs, and fat. I signed up for a gym when I was in 8th grade. I think the guy felt bad for me when I signed up. It was called World Gym. It was on Ruben and Torres, 802. It's exactly where the ambassador is at now, the event center. So there used to be a gym there. It was called the World Gym or something like that. I remember I went up to the counter and I told the guy, like, hey, like, I want to register. He's like, are you 18? I'm like, yes. And he looked at me, probably noticed that I was fat and that I wanted to lose some weight. And he let me sign up. I signed up and I only went once. I was intimidated by the gym environment, which is a whole different topic. Going back, what is a duel? I have made it one of my own personal ultimate goals to make sure that this show is a show that people actually enjoy watching. It's actually a show that brings a lot of value and content to every single person or to most of the people that watch it. And I don't care if it's one person that watches this video. Right now we have 18 subscribers. That's 18 more people than what I had in mind would ever subscribe to my channel. So there's 18. That means whatever I'm saying right now is hitting home to someone. And if it's hitting home, I promise you that I'm gonna make it my goal to bring on people here that bring value to you, that you actually enjoy watching the show. I'm kind of got ahead of myself. At the Duel, we're gonna be bringing on people. For now, we're gonna start with our local area. Why do I have to look for all these influencers that are from other areas and we're sharing their story, we're liking their page, when there's a lot of individuals in our own backyard that we can learn from? My goal is to bring on people, business owners, professionals. They don't actually have to be a business owner. They can just be an employee, or they have a story to tell, a very interesting story to tell that involves fitness or mindset or logistics or all three together. It doesn't have to be all three, but at least one of the points. And we're gonna talk about how having a healthy mind, having a healthy body can help you reach your personal and career goals. It's helped me. It's changing my life ever since I started putting my body and my mind as the top priority. It's helped me become a better father. I've become a better son. I've become a better brother. And even in my own business, if any of my customers are watching this, I apologize that for the past 2 or 3 years, I know that the service that we were giving here wasn't exactly to how we're used to giving it. And a lot of you stayed with me. I appreciate it. And I know you're gonna start seeing better quality service once again because that's how we work here at HEMA Logistics. That's how I work here. I make sure, and I'm making sure right now that I'm in tip-top shape so that I can give the best service, so I can give the best channels, so I can give the best information to anybody that's watching this. In the next couple of videos, I'm gonna start introducing to you the first person that we're bringing onto the show. He was born and raised here in Brownsville as well, just like me. He's a very good friend of mine, but the reason I'm bringing him on here is because I thought he was the perfect person to get this show started with. He's accepted the invitation already. I will be uploading it in the next couple of videos. And also in the next couple of videos, you'll start seeing something different. I've received several messages on my Instagram and Facebook, specific questions about working out, what I'm doing to become better, why I'm so disciplined, where do I find the time, where do I find the energy to go to the gym, to work, to be there for my daughter. My goal is to answer all those questions through videos, because if you have that question, I'm sure there's at least one or two more people on here that have the same question, and if it can bring some value to them, why not? Just to be honest and transparent, I am not a nutritionist, I am not a fitness coach. Everything that I know, everything that I'll talk about is something that I've done myself. I'm not gonna talk about something that I don't know or something I haven't tried. Everything that I do talk on here is because I've learned it myself, I tried it, I did research, but just because I'm saying it and just because it works for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for everybody. This is just my 2 cents to the world, but I'm sure that if you do your own research, or whatever I say motivates you to do some more research, look into more information about working out, about improving your mental fortitude. If you guys want me to talk about logistics, I can talk about logistics, but it's not my main goal here is to talk about fitness and having a healthy mind and how we can bring it together to reach our personal and career goals. I'm very excited for this because I know I'm gonna meet a lot of great people with great stories. I'm excited to hear their point of view because I mean it when I say this. We all have a story to tell. We all have a unique story. We cannot be living the same life. We didn't live the same life. So your experience is different than what I've lived because everything's subjective. Feelings are subjective. Points of views are subjective. So however you're seeing the world can't be seen the same way by me. We can't both experience the same thing at the same time. So I'm excited to meet new people. I'm excited to hear the personal story of a lot of my friends, business acquaintances, and just new people that come onto the show. I know you guys are gonna like it. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. If you watched this far, thank you for watching. If you can help us out, we can only reach more people if you help us reach more people. I am not selling anything. This is not an ad. If you liked it and you found some value in whatever I'm talking about, or you're excited about the Duel, please share it with a friend, share it with your family member, like our video, subscribe to our channel. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. My tag name is @ernie.theduel. Follow along with this journey. It's gonna be fun. If you've been following me so far, you've seen that I'm losing some weight. I'm working on my mental fortitude. I'm working on my fears. I hate public speaking, or I hated public speaking. I didn't like taking pictures. Now I'm recording myself and uploading videos on YouTube. Once you start getting comfortable with the discomfort, you'll be surprised at how many levels you can grow, how many levels you can go up, and you can just skyrocket your potential. To be honest, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Once again, thanks for watching. This is episode 4 of the Duel. Be on the lookout for our first actual interview. Thanks guys, have a good one.